What's going on YouTube? StealingLikes here, and you guys have caught me once again handing the cookie jar out here trying to snatch me some likes. And welcome back everybody, ready to get into this one. Now tonight, kind of going with the Tactical Tuesday theme. Hopefully I get this video done that I've been working on. I've wanted to do Tactical Tuesdays for a long time now since I talked about doing Unrun Heroes. And it's kind of in the same line, you know, kind of educating myself on Pokemon as well as sharing some of my theories and some numbers, really. Especially since I actually called that Baton Pass team that got banned about 3 months back. And mine obviously wasn't the same because I prefer the underrun Pokemon as compared to the highly run Pokemon such as Espeon. Now, whenever we get into this one today though, I'm just bringing a couple of problem answer Pokemon. I know you guys liked this the last time I did it, as I'm bringing Archeops, who's just a hands down answer to Charizard Y and Talonflame. It can handle Charizard X. However, it's not nearly as effective, in my opinion. I mean, I've one-shotted it a couple of times before. Next up, we have Exatu. Exatu is the answer to pretty much 90% of all Star Walls in Pokemon, as Magic Bounce allows me to return things like Toxic. It allows me to return things such as a Thunder Wave, pretty much any status effect that's really going to annoy me. Not to mention it lets me bounce things like Rock Leaders. Anybody who knows Stealth Rock Pokemon that lead off, or Sticky Web Pokemon like Galvantula, or every once in a while Shuckle, Exatu really helps bring those all down a huge notch. Now Cloyster, you guys have heard me talk about Cloyster. I love this Cloyster. You've seen it in action. Number one, it packs a stab Ice-type move that is capable of killing anything with a double weakness. At all, period. I mean, granted, that's not so special, with the exception of Dragonite, because whenever Dragonite's got the scales, a lot of Ice-type moves can't one-shot it, no matter how much you really get into it. Unless you've got a lot of setup in the Pokemon already that's using the Ice-type move, Dragonite's just going to stick around. Now, next up, this one I haven't brought to the Problem and Answers Pokemon for a long time. Actually, it might have been like the first one, if I did bring it. Mienshao. Mienshao is just an all-around pain. Very few Pokemon that really deal with it well, aside from the high-speed Alakazam and Talonflame. Those two really do pack a punch against Mienshao. Aside from them, there aren't a lot of threats that I really concern myself with for it. Oh, actually, I'm wrong, because there's also, I believe, Chlorophyll Whimsicott. I know there's a Chlorophyll, maybe it's Whimsicott, I don't know, but it can actually pack a little bit of a problem there too. And then in the back, I brought two walls just to kind of even out this team, help things along. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit that challenge button. Obviously, you guys saw me get, if you didn't, I got romped last Sunday. Whenever I went out and did 6 vs 6, I didn't realize how different 6 vs 6 is in comparison to Battle Spot until recently. Like, the 3 on, 3 off allows you to bring a lot more Pokemon that can even sometimes share a little bit of a weakness. You don't have that much of a worry. Now here we have Hydreigon, Azumarill, Venusaur, Landorus, Heatran, and Conkeldurr. Now, I don't really like the Landorus. However, Cloyster handles it. I don't like the Heatran. However, Cloyster might have a thing or two in there. If not, I really could bring Jellicent. It doesn't look like they have any electric threats. If they do, then they're hidden, maybe in the Hydreigon. Now, aside from Cloyster, Jellicent, which is already a scary, scary thought, I'm looking at bringing Mienshao for that Azumarill. I feel like Azumarill is going to come along for the fun, and I'm actually going to lead with the Azumarill because I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't think anything my opponent has outspeeds Azumarill. I don't think anything my opponent has outspeeds Mienshao. And because I'm not worried about them outspeeding, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad of a time. Now, I mean, obviously, if this isn't Belly Drum Azumarill, I could have some short-term issues. However, long game, I'm actually happier for it. I have played against a special attacking Azumarill, didn't obviously pack a Belly Drum, and it was a really, really fun time for me, to be completely honest. Now, this thing I could U-turn on it. I really want to. However, I also want to Drain Punch it. I'm going to Drain Punch it, assuming it's probably not going to stick around. If they brought Azumarill, it's probably going to come out right about now. If I had to guess. No, they're going to Venusaur. Completely forgot Venusaur was there, actually. As it can be a bit of a problem for everything I've got involved here. Now, that Drain Punch, absolutely useless right there. I'm trying to think if Venusaur can pack a super effective for Mienshao. I mean, it maybe could pack like a Psychic or a Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to go for a Poison Jab here. And just see what this Venusaur wants to do. It might Mega Evolve on me. I completely forgot the Mega Evolution's a thing. I've actually not been running Mega Stones very much outside of what you guys normally see. I definitely want to go into Cloyster right now. I know that it's going to take less damage off the skill link. However, it looks pretty nice. It looks kind of tasty. Now, that going to deal enough that it heals Venusaur quite a bit. I, however, am going to U-turn. Now, this is obviously not an ideal situation for me because this thing almost has to be spamming Giga Drains because they're the best attack this thing has for me. Which is highly unfortunate because Venusaur is going to be able to deal a hefty chunk of damage to either Jellicent or Cloyster. I think I'm going to let it deal the damage to Jellicent. To be completely honest, I mean, it's not exactly something that I want to do. Yeah, there goes another Giga Drain. That is going to kill Jellicent in 3. Wow. Okay, so not dealing as much damage as I expected. And I Curse Body the Giga Drain. So I didn't pray to Mo there. I just got the hack. I did not expect that at all. Now, this Venusaur may not want to stick around after that. I'm not certain. However, I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp to power up this Hex I've got hiding back here. The Leech Seed, going to help my opponent a lot. It actually really tempts me to switch out into Cloyster. However, I'm not going to. I have a feeling they know that the switch would be imminent at that point. So I get the burn off, they get the Leech Seed off. We're pretty much just trading off here as I basically at the end of the turn lose about 6% of my health and they lose about 6% of their health. So we're really running about even there. However, I do kind of want to get out of here because this is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So I'm going to go for the Hex. They withdraw. Alright, so they don't really want any part of this situation. Probably went into Hydreigon, which is bad for me. No, they go into Conkeldurr. Now, Conkeldurr isn't the worst for me to see right now. I know that it's going to like pack a Mach Punch. It might be the Guts variant. I will find out here in just a moment. After I give it some Leech Seed health, I'm sure. Leech Seed goes on. Heals that thing right back up to full. And I'm going to... Oh, I took the Dazzling Gleam off, and I do not know why. I think I took it off for the Ice Beam. Probably took it off for the Ice Beam. This thing could have Guts. Will-O-Wisping it could be the end of my day. I really don't want to do that. I really, really don't want to do that. But at the same time, I do. Because it can't Mach Punch me. It really can't do... It's probably got a Thunder Punch in there. If I had to guess, I'll go for a Stab Brine. I've done worse. So, this is actually going to get off... Oh, not much damage at all. They go for a knockoff. That'll kill. That will absolutely annihilate Jellicent. So, Jellicent is out. Venusaur is stumbling around in the background. And now I'm looking at bringing out Mienshao and just U-turning out. Although I could go for a Drain Punch. I could go for the Drain Punch. I am Life Orbed. I mean, it's not the worst idea on the planet. So that's what I'll do. I didn't even check to see if they were Life Orbed after that hit. I should have. I most definitely should have checked that. So I get a decent amount of damage going here. I take the Life Orb damage. And then they go for a Drain Punch. So we're just going to trade off health for a little bit. Oh, for a very short amount of time, actually. So they heal up. They don't take Life Orb damage. Can Conkeldurr have Sheer Force? That's a good question right now. Conkeldurr, Sheer Force. I mean, it sounds like a bad time for me, in all honesty. I'm going to go for the U-turn. I'm going to get Mian Xiao out of here. They go for the Mach Punch to finish me off. I should have seen that coming. I should have. That was poor play on my part. Now, from this point forward, it's pretty much all up to Cloyster and Skill Link. I don't know if Cloyster's going to be able to get a kill here. I'm not going to lie. Because I have to, because I'm stuck in play, I have to go for Icicle Spears. Because if I can knock out this Conkeldurr, everything else is going to die from him. Pretty much that's the only hope I've got, and this is not going to kill for the first hit. Second hit it might. I think I should live one hit from him. The thing is, yeah, it's a Drain Punch, so whatever I do live, oh, that is bad. That is all bad. How much are you healing up here? Oh, that's not that bad. That is not that bad at all. So I get to go for another Icicle Spear. This should kill, unless he goes for the Mach Punch. Again, that hurts. It hurts enough to kill. So I do actually go down. I'm pretty sure I just got 3-0'd. I just got 3-0'd. That's terrible. So, you guys, I do hope you enjoyed that. Obviously not illustrating the use of these Pokemon right here. However, you guys sit tight. I'll be back in 5 seconds with round 2. I just slapped that challenge button right in the face. I am ready to go for the next round. I'm looking at my rating, and I'm 13 shy of dead even after that last loss, because I've been breaking pretty much all even. My opponent is Fox 7 from Georgia, and they brought Tyranitar, Slowbro, Hydreigon, Nidoking, Clefable, and Spiritomb. So, what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at pretty much Exatu, Mienshao, and Cloyster. Those are looking like the Pokemon that I really want to bring in this one. However, there's not a single wall in that lineup. There isn't. Now, I almost have to wonder what they lead with. I'm going to lead Mienshao once again. It's not the worst lead. And I'm just going to take all attackers. 1 special hitter, 2 physical. And actually, Cloyster does pack a split hit for its water type attack. Because for some odd reason, I didn't give it, what was that? The Shell something. Shell Slash, no, not Shell Slash. It's something. I don't recall the name though. So they lead Nidoking, which is actually really bad for me. That is terrible. Because I don't think I pack a single thing that's going to hurt Nidoking's feelings at all. Whereas Nidoking, it could have things for me here. I know it could have things for me. But I don't pack anything that even looks remotely damaging. So I'm just going to go for a U-turn. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go into Exatu. Exatu looks good. Yeah, I know, it's resisted. I don't like that already. Now, who do we have coming up? Exatu's turn. Exatu, it's not going to pack a lot, but it does have a Stab Psychic that this thing is not going to enjoy. Now, that hurt my feelings. We'll see exactly what I can get going on right here. As, yeah, a Psychic might just threaten this thing out. Probably going to, no, they stick around and outspeed, which is all a problem. Oh, man, not Nidoking. Oh, not Nidoking. So, I have to go into Cloyster now. At least I know it's special, because Cloyster has no chance of living whatsoever after it gets annihilated, quite possibly. Do they switch here? Because, you know, now that I realize Nidoking has an ice weakness, I'm going to go for an Icicle Spear. I'm going to see what it does. So there's the first of 5 hits. Oh, that's not half bad. So now I get to find out they almost had to bring Tyranitar. Just seeing the Nidoking tells me that they have to fear Cloyster at least a little. So if they didn't bring Tyranitar, Slowbro does pack a couple problems, especially since Mienshao wants no part of that situation right there. And I lost my only special hitter. Huh. Now, I'm going to hard switch into my Mian Xiao. And I know that that is incredibly dangerous right here. However, I just really... Oh, he yawns! Oh, well, I can deal with that! I really do wish I had Exatu still. That's just all bad. So I'm going to go for a U-turn. I'm going to see what kind of damage I can get going. Because I'm not going to lie. Oh, that's not bad. That's really not bad. Oh, packing a Rocky helmet. I do applaud. However, that actually didn't hurt my Mian Xiao whatsoever. That's the bad part. Well, for them at least. It's not that bad for me. Now, I'm thinking about going for a Rock Blast right here. Oh, they go for Trick Room. Well, that's just a bad time. So now, do I go for the Rock Blast? It's the only non-resisted attack I have, and I don't really want them to predict the switch again, because that could hurt a lot. They go for a Scald. That's resisted. I can live that even with my incredibly pathetic specialty. Oh, I get burnt. Well, the burn really hurts my feelings after one. Now, yeah, this is going to do absolutely pathetic damage. Because I already know that Slowbro is packing all kinds of bulkiness on the physical side. That is just bad. That's just all bad. So, I'm going to have to let Cloyster go down. And I'm going to have to hope that the last Pokemon is Hydreigon. That's really... It's my only hope. He's probably not going for the Scald anymore. And he might have a Stab Psychic. That would do a lot better. So I have to let it take this thing down. Just because I don't want to risk him. No, he's just going to keep going for Scalds. Huh. Maybe no Psychic? I don't know. However, Cloyster will be dead at the end of this turn. Highly unfortunate, but true. Now, that should be... I really hope... I already know Cloyster's dead. Oh, it's not! Yes, I get to peter out one more turn of Trick Room, which is a huge desire of mine right here. Because, oh, he's going to slack off. Well, that's a pain. So, he's going to heal up a huge chunk of his health total. Ugh, that is just bad. Because now, Mian Xiao has got to be able to murder in about a turn. And I don't think that's happening. I don't see it happening. Especially with him packing so much physical defense. I mean, I know I'm Life Orbed. That's another thing that's going to hurt, is the fact that I'm Life Orbed and he's got a Rocky helmet on. Life Orb, Rocky helmet. Those make for a bad time. But yeah, I'm going to go for the U-turn. He goes for a yawn, so he's looking to put me out. Just misery done, over with, game over. So, I don't know if I'm going to kill here. I do know that that yawn hurts my feelings. But the dimensions twist back to normal on that turn. And I'm going to get one more U-turn off. It might kill. It is a possibility. It doesn't. So, I'm going to die in my sleep. That's dirty. I do like it, though. I'm not going to lie. I do like that a lot. My opponent came up with quite the tactic for this one. Because, and this is one thing I've talked about a lot, Trick Room, not nearly as viable in 6-on-6 play, but in 3-on-3, Trick Room is completely viable. So they go out into Hydreigon. I'm still fast asleep. I don't know why they didn't put the Trick Room back up. Now, I'm going to go for a Drain Punch and hope I wake up. That's all I can really do. I can hope I wake up. I wake up with the Clutch Awakening. I drop a Hydreigon in one hit. And I actually gain back a huge chunk of my health total, which helps out a ton. I should take Life Orb damage. There's a Life Orb damage. My opponent is probably furious right now, especially because he didn't put up the Trick Room. Because without the Trick Room being up, yeah, I knew that was going to be a regenerator. Oh, it's not. It is not a regenerator at all. So I'm going to take another shot at a U-turn here. I'm going to hope for a 2-turn kill out of U-turns. But yeah, that's a very tall order. So now, yeah, Slowbro yawns again. Yawning. Terrible. Terrible, terrible yawning. Now, I'm going to go for yet another U-turn. Obviously, I'm going to fall asleep. My opponent will win this one because I couldn't switch out after a yawn. That's terrible. Now, there's a Rocky Helmet. There's a Life Orb. Hopefully they scald. Just to get this one, they trigger him. I don't think they realize that they've got this one pretty much in the bag, especially with me being asleep and all. It'd be funny if I woke up, though, because I think I'd still lose. I go for a U-turn, but it doesn't matter because, yeah, he's going to get the scald off first. I'm not going to live that scald. It's stab damage. So I actually take another 2 losses. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely need to look over that tactic, even though my whole reason for losing was because I let Exatu go way too early. Because that Slowbro yawning, I could have really turned that against him. However, I have some mistakes to learn from. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back tomorrow night with 2 more videos, and I hope, beyond all hope, that I have some Tactical Tuesday videos for you guys aside from just the battles. But you guys have a nice night.